Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So it's dietitian Siley. I'm from Just for Hearts. Welcome you all in our today's show. So we are again back with the interesting topic. So our today's topic is how to increase our fiber in diet. Our today's expert are Trishita. So Trishita, Dr. Trishita ma'am. I will just give a little introduction about ma'am. So she is one of the India's top dietitian and nutritionist. Holds a degree of doctorate in food nutrition and dietetics. Founder and CEO of Diet Solution, has more than 9 years of experience in this field. Certified in bariatric nutrition, diabetes educator, also a gold medalist in MSc, experience in working with corporate wellness, healthcare center, many well-known hospitals and also health centers. She is also associated with restaurant, hospitals, fitness centers, and we have her today here on our platform to give more introduction, more information about fiber and how we can include fiber in our diet. So, without wasting our time, I will welcome you, ma'am, and we can go ahead with our today's session.
Thank you so much, Saili. A very good afternoon to one and all who have joined with me with this session. I'm Dr. Trishita. I've completed my PhD in nutrition and I'm a dietitian by profession. So our today's topic is how to increase fiber in diet. So instead of me going into the topic directly, I would like to know from all of you who have joined me, what is the most important function of fiber, what you feel? Please leave it in the comments and in the chat box so that I can have a look at it later, and I'll be very glad to see that. So taking the session forward, I would like to start my session by explaining what is fiber, what are the types of fiber, what are the main functions or the importance of fiber in our diet, and then go into the sources, finally going into the hacks which will help us in improving the amount of fiber, which can help us in improving it in our daily diet. So basically dietary fiber is found in all our plant sources, and it is one of the most important nutrients present or what we have to take on a daily basis. Although it is a carbohydrate, but it does not act the same way as a carbohydrate acts in our body, meaning our digestive system cannot break down this particular dietary fiber as it breaks down other fibers like our cereals, such as wheat, rice, and all the carbs what we use for energy. Whereas this dietary fiber is not broken down by the enzymes, but it helps us in many other ways for our body that we will be looking at it a little further. So our dietary fiber is basically of two types, as most of us know, soluble and insoluble fiber. So basically, soluble fiber, by the name itself, we will come to know that it'll absorb lot of water or which we intake with the food. So what happens is it forms into a gel. So this soluble fiber becomes a gel and goes into our stomach during the digestion process, where it will bind with the bile salts, it will bind with the cholesterol, and it will help in excreting the excess cholesterol. So on a long term, our bad cholesterol, our LDL also starts to come down. And this soluble fiber is also very useful for patients who are already diabetics, and also people who want to prevent diabetes. We all want to prevent such lifestyle diseases. So this particular soluble fiber, how it helps, once we have a lot of soluble fiber in our daily diet, what happens, it will help in the increase of short chain fatty acids during the digestion, which means it will stop the digestion of fat. And then this excess short chain fatty acids will give signal to our brain, and it will ask the liver not to produce any more glucose, thereby reducing the amount of insulin which is required for our body, and also reducing the glucose load in the body. So it helps in maintaining our blood glucose levels and also in prevention of type 2 diabetes. So once we know what is this soluble fiber, I'm sure we all must be thinking, what are the sources of soluble fiber? Soluble fiber comes from most of our whole grains such as oats, barley, all the whole grains have it, fleshy fruits have it, and under the peel, all that comes from is soluble fiber. Fruits like guava, pomegranate, papaya, all these are rich in soluble fiber. And then in addition to this, soluble fiber also helps in our prevention of heart diseases, strokes, helps in controlling our cholesterol levels, maintaining BP, also regulates our hormone levels. So it has a lot of uses. Coming to the next type of fiber, that is insoluble fiber. So it is the it's also the roughage, and very important for people who are looking for weight loss and also to prevent obesity. Also, it helps in preventing constipation and also having the risk of formation of hemorrhoids. Similarly, I would add one point here. If people are suffering with diarrhea, so soluble fiber also helps in controlling the amount of episodes of diarrhea. And again, coming back to insoluble fiber, mainly people who are looking for weight loss, it will help in increasing the bulk of the food. So if you're having a meal which is rich in this insoluble fiber, you will feel full for a very long time and you will not feel hungry, thereby preventing any craving, which is the main factor for gaining weight or not losing weight, or being at a plateau where we, even though we diet a lot, we exercise a lot, we're not able to lose weight. So the main way of breaking the plateau is having a very rich or a very high fiber diet. Now, since we know the functions of fiber and what the different types of fiber, I think we should know what is the daily requirement of fiber, or how much fiber we should eat in a day. So generally, as if you look at the general guidelines, about 25 to 30 grams of fiber is required for adults, and children below the age of 16 require about 9 to 20 grams of fiber per day. So how do we meet this fiber requirement? You can take it as a thumb rule. What you can do is, in your major meal, try to include 6 to 8 grams of fiber in that one particular major meal. By major meal, I mean it can be the breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And in your snacks, that is your mid-morning snack or your evening snack, try to have 3 to 4 grams of fiber. So from where will this come? We will have a look at the sources very soon. And another main point is, since I've already told you, soluble fiber is it will absorb the water and become the gel-like structure. It will have that, in the body. So for that, we have to a lot of water along with having a high fiber diet. So you all must have heard all the dietitians, all the experts, all doctors telling you to have lots of water. So here the same rule, you should have about 8 to 10 glasses of water or any fluid, but it should not be caffeinated. So you cannot count tea and coffee as fluid, except that you can have lots of water, coconut water, barley water, some juices once in a while, or maybe a glass of lemon water. So that will help in keeping you hydrated. Plus, it will also help the soluble fiber to work the way it has to work in the body. And now the interesting part, I think we should go to the sources where we would learn how and what we should take in our daily diet. I would request Saili to put on the first slide of the source, please. Saili, can we have the PPT on? So once the PPT is on, I have made a very simple PPT showing that I've categorized it, which means the sources which have higher amount of fiber, that is more than 7 grams per serving. I will tell you what the serving is. And then the next category is giving 3 to 7 grams of fiber per serve. And the last one is about 1 to 3 grams of fiber per serving. Yes, so we have the first slide where you can see these lovely colorful pictures. It shows, we can see legumes, peas, we can see rajma, mixed lentils, and then there's some cereal over there. We can see a Bran energy bar, and we have drumsticks. So I will quickly tell you how much serving gives how much gram of fiber, so that it's easy for you to decide what you can put in which meal to reach that amount of 25 grams. So about all bran cereal, we can see that small bowl of fruit and cereal. Half a cup of that bran, that is just maybe about 30 to 40 grams of that cereal, will give about 10 grams of fiber. Lobia or black-eyed peas gives about 9.4 grams of fiber, 1 cup of that cooked lentil. And chickpeas also gives us about 8.6 grams. Mixed lentils, nowadays you all must have seen, we are getting packets of mixed dals together. So that's a very good option of having good amount of protein and fiber together. So mixed lentils will give us about 15.6 grams of fiber per serve. 1 cup of dal will give you so much fiber. Brown rice gives us 8 grams of fiber per cup. So to make that 1 cup of brown rice, we need about 30 grams of raw rice. That is 2 heaped tablespoons of raw brown rice. If you cook it, it will become 1 cup of brown rice. That is enough for you for one meal. So either you have it for lunch or you have it for dinner. 1 cup is sufficient. Fruits like guava, sapota, they also give us about 8.9 to 10.9 grams of fiber, one medium fruit. So if you're having a sapota, you can have 2 medium sizes of sapota. You must have noticed when you eat it, it's pretty fibrous when you have sapota. Next slide, Sally, please. So in the next slide, in the next 2 slides actually, these foods give us about 3 to 7 grams of fiber per serving. So here we will discuss this. So here we have fruits like apple, banana. Again, one medium size gives us about 5 to 5.9 grams of fiber per fruit. And then there are cereals such as wheat, bajra, jowar, dalia. You all know what is dalia. Broken wheat gives us each 30 grams. Again, that is 2 heaped tablespoons, will give us about 3.3 to 4 grams of fiber per serve. Talking about seeds and nuts, flax seeds, 3 teaspoons. That will give us about 6.9 grams of fiber. Chia seeds gives us about 10 grams. Again, 3 small teaspoons. We have small teaspoons at home. 3 teaspoons will give us about 10 grams of fiber. Almonds again also gives us about 4.2 to 5 grams of fiber per 8 almonds. So you can have 7 to 8 medium-sized almonds. It will give us about 4.2 to 5 grams of fiber. It's a very good evening snack option or a mid-morning snack option. Next slide, please. Similar slide, the next one. So this also gives us 3 to 7 grams per serving. We can see lovely vegetables and fruits there. So beans, spinach, sweet potato, all these are a pack of vitamins, minerals and fiber. So they give us about 4.3 to 5.9 grams of fiber per cup of cooked vegetables. And then there is wheat bran. Wheat bran is also, I told you before, it is commonly available. Half or 1/4 cup, that is about 2 tablespoons, would give us about 6.1 gram of fiber. So this wheat bran can be added in many recipes. I would be sharing that very soon. And the last slide. The last one, yes. The fiber content has these fruits have about 1.3 grams per serving of fiber. So some colorful vegetables such as beetroot, carrot, you can see there. You can see brinjal. They give us about 2.5 to 3 grams of fiber per cooked cup of the vegetable. Oats are 1/3 cup. They give us about 2.7 grams of fiber. Fruits such as orange, papaya are a lovely citrus fruit. Peaches, they give us about 2 to 2.6 grams of fiber. Mushrooms also are a good source of protein and fiber. 1 cup of uncooked mushroom give us about 2 to 3 grams of fiber. So that is also a good option. Now, once we know the sources of our fiber from where we are getting it, I on purpose made this slide so that it is easy for you to see which food is giving us how much fiber, and you can add it in your 3 major meals and the snacks. Now coming to the hacks, how we can improve the amount of fiber in our daily diet or in our daily meals what we're having. The first thing would be, as soon as we get up in the morning, our breakfast consists of a cereal. It can be any cereal. It can be maybe an idli, a dosa, maybe a bowl of oats or muesli or any kind of cereal. So whenever you're opting for a breakfast cereal, you have to look at it as a whole cereal. So either you have it, for example, if you want to have a dosa which is made up of rice and urad dal, you have it with, add some ragi flour to it. You can make a ragi dosa. You can add some other flours to it to enhance the fiber content and the other nutrient content as well. So ragi, oats flour, all these are good options. I spoke to you about wheat bran previously. So wheat bran also can be added in these breakfast items. Other very trending breakfast, what I can say is our night soaked cereal. So our overnight soaked cereal. So what we can do in that is, we can take a cup of milk, about 200 ml, add your favorite cereal. It can be muesli, it can be oats or any other cereal. Add some dry fruits, add a teaspoon or a tablespoon of chia seeds based on your liking, and let it soak overnight in your fridge. And as soon as you get up, you can have that for your breakfast. It is power packed. It will be full of energy, that small bowl, and it has a lot of fiber as well. So that is another option of adding lots of fiber to it. And the other thing would be, instead of we all make dal at home on a weekly basis, maybe 3-4 days we have dal in our meals, or even every day. I've seen many people making dal. So instead of just using dal such as moong dal, masoor, urad, which are without the outer coating, I would suggest you to take whole dals which have the chilka on top, the green moong or the whole urad dal or the whole masoor dal, and other legumes such as our rajma, chickpeas, lobia, what we have seen in the sources, at least weekly, twice or thrice. This will improve both your fiber content and the protein content also, and it will give you a little variety in the diet. And other things would be, you can also try this hack. Instead of having instead of peeling potatoes and carrots, try to wash them properly and then you have it with the peel. So it will give you both the benefits of soluble and insoluble fiber from that particular vegetable. And evening snacks, mid-morning snacks should consist of a little bit of dry fruit, which will give you both fiber and many other benefits we all know. Add a little bit of seeds to it. You can add pumpkin seeds, you can add flax seeds to it, maybe soaked chia seeds also can be added. So make that into a snack and have it, and it will help you to meet the requirement of 3 to 4 grams of fiber per snack. Other hacks would be adding sprouts. Make a salad, add the sprouts in your mixed vegetable sabji what you're making at home, or make a chila out of sprouts. You can sprout your dal and make it, or add a topping in the masala dosa. There are many number of recipes which are available now, and you can use your imagination to increase the fiber content. Other than that, one very interesting recipe was a baked sweet potato fries. Instead of having a normal potato chips or fries, you can opt for sweet potato fries. They also give a lot of fiber. About 3 grams of fiber come from just half cup of that sweet potato. And then coming to other simple hacks would be, main thing what I want to tell you in this particular time of our COVID lockdown is, we are not getting the availability of fresh vegetables. I don't know, in many areas, many people are skeptical of not going out and buying and having those. So just depending upon fruits and vegetables on fiber is not the right thing. So all these things of adding some multigrain atta or some millets in our diet, or changing the type of dal what we have in a daily diet will help us in meeting the fiber requirements on a daily basis. Other than that, also having a lot of fluids. Again, I would say that we have to increase the amount of fluid. Minimum is 8 to 10 glasses, not less than that. Please keep that in mind. And I think Saili has some questions. We can go back to Saili now and we can answer some questions.
Yes. So it was really very informative about fibers, because many of people don't know that importance of fiber, why we should take fibers, and why dietitian insists to take more fibers in their diet. So, and doctors also nowadays. So this is very informative topic and session also for everyone. So we have many questions. So just there is like we don't know more about fiber, as I said. So how means it is important to every individual that he should have this amount of fiber in his diet and this much amount of fiber. So what you can tell on that?
Yes, as the recommendation I told you, Saili, in the previous part of my session, about 25 to 30 grams of fiber is suggested for everybody, every adult. For children who are below the age of 16, it is lesser. When the main importance of fiber in today's scenario is also is of detox. You know, whenever we have a lot of insoluble fiber, it will act like cleaning our whole gut system. So the health of our gut flora, health of our intestine stays intact with this fiber. So each and every person is advised to take at least 25 grams of fiber per day. So all the sources which I have showed, all the examples, easily you can meet it.
Yes.
It's not very difficult.
From Indian difficult, yes.
Right. We Indians have a lot of fruits, vegetables, we have grains in our diet. So naturally we are eating that. Just that we need to be a little more specific and know what we're eating. That's it.
Yes. Because Indian diet is more based on cereals. So we we tend to eat roti, rice, bhakri, these things more. And we go low for vegetable, salad or soup or like sprouts also. So these things are less in our diet comparatively. So this is very important to know about all things from you. So we have question from Neelam. So she's asking, I'm suffering from hypothyroidism post pregnancy. So do suggest me few fibrous options which I can include in my daily meals.
Yes, as I already told you, sprouts are a very good option. She can add, instead of having a plain atta or whole wheat flour, add some multigrain atta to it. If you don't want to buy a already pre-packed atta, we can add our own attas. You can add soya flour, oats flour, jawar, bajra. Now they're very easily available. A bran is very easily available. Oats bran and wheat bran is in small packets. We're getting it very easy now nowadays. So add it in the flour itself, because many people don't like to eat a lot of fibrous foods like sprout salad khana hai, so they'll eat it only 1 or 2 days and then they'll become bored of it. So instead of having just a salad, or no, I have to have a salad only, then I'll get fiber, that notion should be gone now. We can add it in our regular diet itself. So add some chia seeds in the yogurt, add some nuts in that, oats soaked, as I already told you. Very tasty snacks can be made, and which are more fibrous.
Yes. So also we have a question from Rekha. So she's asking, can you suggest how is fiber important for elders? So I think many a times you have told this, but again,
Yes.
a overview on this.
Yes, yes. For elders also, yes. At every age, fiber is important. But as they become old, the amount of fiber required reduces, but still it is required. Again, for the bowel movement, for the proper bowel movement, for clearing it properly, to prevent constipation. Many elderly people do not feel hungry. Their appetite is very low, and they have a lot of bloating problem, and that gas formation. All the fiber, if we have sufficient amount of fiber, it will help in reducing all those symptoms. It will keep them comfortable.
Okay.
So that is one major thing. And also with age, there are many other lifestyle disorders coming up nowadays: diabetes, hypertension, any heart problems. So fiber will help to regulate them.
Okay. So also means can we have there is one more live question only. So can we have flax seeds means either roasting or soaking? How we can have them in our diet?
You can have roasting is
Or
more
whole?
preferable. Whole, yes, whole flaxseed roasted. You can if you want to eat it like that, add it on some salad or some again yogurt. If you're not able to eat it, many people don't like the taste, but roasted flaxseed is very tasty. It has a very nutty flavor. But you can also roast it and keep it. You can make a powder and keep it in an airtight box. Add a spoon in the curry. Add a spoon in the dal. Add a spoon in the soup. You can add it, and it will not change the taste much. So that way also you can have it.
Okay. So also we have many questions today. So Archita, I think so. Which fibrous food should be eaten for weight loss?
Oh, any fibrous, any insoluble fiber food should be eaten for weight loss, which will fill your stomach. So, for example, a basic example would be avoiding white rice, having brown rice, because brown rice is a little more fiber than white rice. It'll keep you full, less amount also you'll not feel hungry very fast. And other things, if you like salads, I'll be very happy if you have at least salads before your lunch and dinner. Have that one small bowl of salad, have a glass of water, and then start your lunch and dinner. So that salad will keep you full. You'll tend to eat less of your carbs, of your cereals, what you're going to eat for your lunch and dinner. So any of the sources which I've showed you, she can have it, but have it in moderation again. It will help in weight loss.
Okay. So also means if we increase fiber in our diet, so what it affects on our body or on our health? This is also a question from Kundlik.
Increase fiber as in excess amounts, or
Yeah, no. It's like particular effects on our body. Particular effects on our body.
Increase your fiber. Yes. So all the benefits what I've told you previously, it'll help in regulating our bowel system. It'll help in preventing many lifestyle disorders. It'll regulate our blood glucose levels. Main is our hormonal levels will be in control with good amount of fiber intake. Weight loss is an added benefit if you have a good amount of fiber, and your gut also will be detoxed. So you'll feel fresh. That heaviness in the body will not be there once the detox happens.
Okay, so we have many information now about fiber, and also many a times people are confused. that if I take more amount, excess amount, then what will happen? Or they feel like bloating after having salad or after having sprouts. So what you can suggest on that? Any
Yes.
particular hacks for that?
Yes. So if we have suddenly, if you're having your increasing fiber in the diet, this may happen. Bloating or excess gas formation may occur if you're having a lot of insoluble fiber, fibrous food in the body. So it is new for your stomach. It is new for your digestive system to take that much amount of fiber. So the bloating occurs. What you can do is instead of having raw salads, you can blanch them. Blanch the salads, cook it for a little bit amount of time, and then have it. Gradually increase your fiber intake. Suddenly, from if you're having a lot of junk foods, you're having a lot of refined foods, and next day itself, if you have rich fiber foods, it may occur. A few gastrointestinal symptoms may occur. So gradually increase the fiber in your life.
Okay. Also, another question is any suggestion for constipation in children, especially in toddlers?
Yes. So in children, it's a very common problem because they have very less amount of fluids. They don't have water. I don't know why they don't like to drink water directly. So in toddlers especially, they keep running around. They're active. They also lose that much amount of water. So what we can do for them is you can give them soaked kishmish or black kishmish, or if you're getting prunes easily, prunes juice is good. You can give them normal prunes. Other fruits such as apple, you can make apple juice and give them, or stewed apple. That soluble part of the apple also will help a lot in curing the constipation. If they like, you can also try to give them some flax seeds and chia seeds ka powder, make it into a powder and add it on their meals and give it. That will also add the fiber intake.
So we have another question. Could you share, just a second. Okay. Could you share about psyllium husk? That is the another question you might have seen over here.
Yes, isabgol or psyllium husk comes from a herb, seed of a herb plant.
Okay.
So that also helps a lot. Like many doctors also prescribe it for constipation.
Yes, many doctors I have heard that. Yes,
they do prescribe. Yes, so it's not a bad thing because it is natural. It is the husk of that herb. So but excess intake also is not good. If the doctor has prescribed, please take it accordingly and take it with warm water, hot water or warm water. It will help in the swelling. Plus, because it is mostly insoluble fiber, it is not soluble, so it will go and help to cure your constipation mostly and clean the gut.
okay.
But
so we can just have it adding in water.
You can add it in warm water and have it, but just to increase fiber, you go and get psyllium husk is not as advisable. Have it from natural sources first, then you can.
So we can get natural sources like it is in Ayurvedic medical. We can get them.
You can get psyllium husk. It's very commonly available from.
Yes.
When I was a small kid, I've seen that. Isabgol, that name of the brand, that green.
Yes, Isabgol. Yes, mainly it is pronounced like that only. Yes.
But what I mean is try to have it from other natural sources instead of just going to Isabgol for fiber.
Okay, okay. So also we have another question, Ashok Kumar. He is asking about importance of fiber in pregnancy.
Yes, pregnancy again. The problem comes is constipation. So as the pregnancy gradually increases, we have a lot of gastrointestinal problems happening and especially constipation. So fiber is very important during pregnancy. Same rule will apply. It's a little higher during pregnancy. So for example, if a young lady who's not pregnant needs about 25 grams of fiber, 20 to 25, during pregnancy, we have to increase it to 28 to 30 grams of fiber. So gradual increase again. The fruits what she is eating or the vegetables what she is eating should be taken into consideration. Every meal should have fiber. No skipping of any meal as well.
Okay. So also means we have to in pregnancy also it is important to have fibers because we have the problem of constipation and that period.
And also to maintain the blood sugar levels. To prevent any pregnancy induced diabetes or hypertension. So to prevent all that also fiber is important.
Okay. So also according to gender also it differs. We have question.
Gender, it differs. The requirement is a little higher for males as compared to females. That is just the difference. And otherwise, the uses of fiber is same in both the.
Okay, but the uses are the same.
And the same, yes, obviously.
Okay. So we today we were having lot questions on fiber. The topic was so interesting. So I think so everyone have got their answer, and if not, we will surely take one more session with ma'am, and we can solve questions of viewers. And thank you, ma'am, for connecting with us and giving so much information and also answering our questions of our viewers. So thank you so much for being with us, and also my viewers for asking the questions and joining with us today.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much, Saili. Thank you, Just for Hearts, for giving me this opportunity. It was a very interactive session. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Also, announcement for our today's evening session, which is at 7 p.m. in the evening. So, our today's topic is healthy shopping and food label reading. So, as this is taken by Dr. Tejas Limaya, ma'am, we have this on every Tuesday. So, she has taken many sessions related to vitamin, minerals, how should we do cooking, what should be the process. So now today it is very interesting session, interesting topic about reading the labels. So I request you all to join over there. And if you haven't subscribed till now to our YouTube channel, do subscribe and press the bell button for more interesting videos. And also you can follow us on our FB page, Instagram page, and our Twitter handle too. So we are also active on that platforms. So thank you once again, everyone, my viewers, and our today's expert. Thank you so much, everyone.